Welcome to Wednesday lower body. I'm going to do a part of this video as a bonus. I talked about one of the things I do, which is mini comfortable workouts, which is just not really a full workout. It's just one set of something. And this is one of them. This is something I try to do every day. So thus, it's not going to be too intense. Now, maybe I need to turn up the intensity because I'm not seeing the results I want. But at the same time, I'm committed to not injuring myself and not pushing too hard. So I'm committed to putting the time in. So I started out at the beginning of this. I was thinking better results. But anyway, enough wool gathering. I'll show you what I do and describe a little bit. This is the L-shape chin-ups with the extension. So it'll be a set of 3, and then it'll be just 4 kind of slowly going down. All right, so hopefully, I think I have this framed okay. So get yourself in that position, and then get your feet like an L shape, and then you just do your pull-ups. Try not to swing too much. Try to keep your knees straight. So that's that part of it. The other part's kind of fun. It's eccentric. That's the word I was looking for. So eccentric. I'm not pulling chin-ups. You know, I guess pull-ups are like that, chin-ups are like that, but as far as I know, could be wrong about that. But it's just jumping up and then sliding down. And sometimes you can rock back and forth, which is kind of fun, but up. And then you're going down. And if you have a chin-up bar that's down here, the L-shaped are actually pretty good. There's another chin-up bar I have access to where it's only like up here. So I either have to tuck my knees to my chest or do an L shape to actually do chin-ups on it. So I realized that felt kind of good in my stomach. Well, good. I definitely felt it in my stomach. Let's put it that way. I just chose to make that association as good, I hope. Anyway, so I do 4 of these, and that's just all it is. Just jumping up, get myself nice and up there. When I feel I'm up there, just kind of rock back and forth and slide down. And I do that 4 times, so 3 and then 4. And then we'll go into the normal workout mode, which is just the normal set. There we go. I think that's probably better frame than most of the times. Normal warm-up. Like I said, today is lower. Make sure that's recording. Had that problem before. Yep, that's recording. All right. So, anyway. Noticed watching some of the video a little bit, my back is not really too straight on these. I could be straighter. All right, let's just right into the squats. I think that's enough of those. Should be a set of 13, a set of 7, and a set of 6. All right, now breath exercises as I go into the leg workout, which starts out with split squats. Woohoo! All right. Set up my tripod a little bit more properly this time. All right. There we go. I think that's all right. Looks like it's not going to move too much. Cool. All right. This is going to be set of 8, set of 10, then another exercise, set of 8, set of 10, exercise in the garage, set of 10, set of 12, another exercise in the garage, set of 10, set of 12. 4 exercises are split squats, something called Romanian deadlift, where that's the one where you put your butt backwards. Then it'll be leg extensions, which some people don't like, but feels really, those things seem to have a pretty good feeling for my leg strength. And then there's single leg calf raises. And I love calf raises. I mean, I don't love them, but they're an accessible leg exercise. And it seems like calf strength can help in a lot of different things. So I'm really after making my calves way stronger than they are. So there's a lot to be done there. But I'm gonna do a couple more breaths. All right, that feels like it's right. Okay. So what I've been told is anything beyond 90 degrees is not good for the knees. 90 degrees knees. So I'm gonna go slightly less than 90 degrees out of safety concerns. So about there, I guess. 1, 2. Yeah, I can feel a pop there. Not a bad pop, but just something interesting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Yeah, that might have been, maybe I want to get closer to 90. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Play it by ear. This leg seems to not want to go to 90, so we're going to take it easy on that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Breathe. Gonna lighten it up a little bit. All right. Not everybody feels good about breathing. I certainly try to. One time I introduced a friend of mine who was playing a music show. He asked me to MC it, which just meant one introduction because I think he was the only person playing. Memory, Swiss cheese. And the way I introduced him was, he probably doesn't want to be associated with any of this, so I won't say his name, but I was like, this next musician, this headliner tonight, he's the only act, he makes me really believe in something. And it's a little bit dark. I believe that each and every one of us is just mere minutes away from death. And he kind of personifies that. But every single time we take a breath, we postpone that time limit by a few more minutes. It's probably not the best way to tell that joke, but anyway. And so is here. Anyway, yeah, basically the whole joke is if you don't breathe within some minutes, you die. So, yeah. All right. Double check on my. All right, my numbers are good. Let's do this. All right. Starting out left foot first, but it doesn't really matter. I think I started that left foot first last time. 3, going for 10. 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, that feels interesting. 8, 9, 10. Did I skip one? Just in case I did. Oh, good. Maybe I shouldn't have done that extra, if that was extra. All right, so little thing I noted to myself. I had pushed the chair a little further back there. Felt something different. It felt like it was really focusing on the muscle in a better way. So I'm gonna start out with the chair a little bit close for stability. I'm gonna gradually push it back. I feel a little bit more stable. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there it is. 8, 9, 10, and a bonus just in case, because that first one was a little weak. Woo! Doesn't seem like much. I definitely feel it. Yeah, definitely feel it. No doubt about it. Good news is I got it set up. I don't need to shift the weight for this next exercise. The one that's increased this week is the second set on the single calf raise. So next week, I don't know, my calf raise has been feeling pretty strong, but I've been doing extra calf raises almost daily, but not a lot of them, just comfortable, you know, just enough to actually feel the calves. Been doing them in different spots, parking blocks, on the edge of the bathtub. Cool trick though, edge of your bathtub, if you kneel down, keep your hands on the ceiling for stability, you can get some good calf raises out of that, or the wall. The wall's a little bit better. Lean forward. Lean way forward if you want to take more of the weight off. Just make sure it's not slippery. All right, so back to breathing. Do a good set. I'm gonna do fingertips this time. One experiment I'm gonna do. When you're all alone, you can do fart experiments. That's a fun thing about being alone. Also, cats don't seem to mind fart experiments either. Think about getting into a real small room, maybe a closet, starting up. I got this great little machine that a friend of mine gave me that is heats up oils, essential oils and stuff. So I actually went through and bought the essential oils, and the one that she had in it before she gave it to me. Oh my God, that smelled amazing. The ones I bought, not so good, but I found not super cheap, but thought I had a good deal, and it's a good deal for a reason. Doesn't smell as good as the first oil. But get an essential oil machine together in a closet, let it go for a few minutes, go in there and fire off a fart, and see which wins. Sit in there and see what you notice. If the essential oils machine out stinks a fart in a closet, you probably got a good essential oils machine. Wow. Yep, that's me. These are the silly things I think about while I'm trying to get oxygen time. Trying to fill my bloody blood with oxygen. Help with the flow, make with the energy. All right, enough jawing. All right, this one, sideways is probably the easiest way. Don't bend straight down. Butt backwards equals no back problems. Also, I'm not going super heavy on this. I don't think I ever will. Too afraid of back injuries. So really don't want to. Oh, by the way, 8. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if I put my butt backwards enough, but feeling pretty good right now. Of course, I got a lot of the blood flow going through me. And I think that does make a difference. Maybe it's a placebo effect. Heard someone say the placebo effect is 33%. I always thought it was like 13 or something, so cool. All right, I'm gonna do another quick breathing exercise. This time, all nose, nothing but nose. And I'm gonna do finger, knuckle, knuckle, base, knuckle, knuckle, fingertip. Feel it in the fingertips sometimes. All right, doing another one. Double check the weight. It's right. It jives with the paper that I wrote up a few minutes before doing this. But I know my methodology, and all I have to do is write it down. All right, I won't do this one forward. I'll keep this sideways. That way, if I feel like it, I can look back later and be like, okay, I bent backwards that far. This will be a set of 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am so used to like getting down on my knees to pick up something heavy and then like picking it up and then using the knees. I don't know. Feels weird doing that, but it's good to go outside your comfort zone a little bit. And it doesn't seem to lead to injury. I've been doing this for a little while. I actually started this back in September 2018. That was the first time I did this exercise. And I did it with no weight because I was like sketchy about it. Still a bit apprehensive, but doing it, it's working, I think. My back's feeling, I don't know, notice this, if there's a strength increase, but I guess there is. I've gone up in weight. Well, technically, since September, my body's gone down in weight, but I still have a long way to go. So, that's 2 years. But if everything, it's basically done, plateau, up a little bit, plateau, yeah. That's what's been going on so far. But recently I switched to a 16-hour fast instead of a 20-hour. I think the 20-hour is really where my results lie. Also, one of the things I should do on days when I'm not doing strength training is like an hour of walking. Eventually, 12 weeks from now, that should be going into something called Tempata. And I'll have all sorts of news, and I'll be all sorts of ready for that. So that'll be fun. All right. Right now for the next 10 weeks, I'm doing a deeper into breath exercises, and I'm not videotaping that. And I probably, depends. If there's somebody specific out there that wants the Tabata exercises, yeah, I could video those. At this juncture, that is not in the in plans. But if it does anything good for anybody, not just anybody, yeah, anybody out there, I'll happily do it, because I'm getting better at turning around these videos. Okay, leg extensions. Okay, we're on a trip. Are we still recording? Yay, we're still recording. I'm not making the mistake of not bringing my notebook with me. Somebody in the world is grilling. All right. I'm a vegetarian, but I can still appreciate the smell of a good grill. All right, so let's get that leg extension in focus. There we go. Most important thing is to be able to, if I go back on this, count the repetitions. All right, so this one, the repetitions go up. It's 10 and 12, and it is okay. So I know the weight, I know the number of reps. If I remember correctly, this one was kind of difficult. It seems like anything I do on this chair gets kind of difficult. But a couple of notes that I've heard work well. Point your toes out. So toes are pointed out. I'm going to do a quick 3 breath on this one. I'm not sure if I was fully extending out. It feels like I was, but yeah, that feels fully extended. All right. So weight might have been a bit heavy for that. Next is going to be a set of 12. I think that was 10. Hopefully my count's good. Was actually concentrating on the muscles, really kind of imagining how the muscles are working. Same thing. This time I'm going to do a set of 7 breaths. I'm going to use fingertips all across, thumb and fingertips. Need two more. Well, that's not the exercise we're going to increase the weight on next week. Woo! I thought I could go through. I thought a set of 12 would have been, but man, right around repetition 9 or 8, it felt like it was going to give way. Still feeling it. Oh goodness. But It's good to play around with that point where your muscles just don't want to obey your mind anymore. Maybe I should have just pushed through it and see if they would have obeyed my mind. But there's part of me that's, I'll be honest with you, scared. Scared of injury. I've been down that road before, pushed through things, got injured, felt myself laid up for weeks, limping. I remember one of the weirdest injuries I got. I got this a couple times doing stomach exercises of different types. And tearing the stomach muscle. Like everything you do hurts. Laughing hurts. Moving your pinky toe hurts. Everything's connected to your stomach. At least it seemed that way at the time. I turned my head, stomach would hurt. Oh my goodness. So like if you hurt one side, you can kind of focus on your other side. And, you know, legs, you limp a little bit. Neck, you kind of be careful where you're looking. You know, you're doing a little bit more when you're driving. You're doing stuff with your mirrors a little more because you can't turn your neck too much. And that's dangerous. I didn't even realize how dangerous that was. But the good news is I haven't done that in years. So, neck's feeling pretty good. No permanent damage. But every now and then you strain a muscle. One in particular that seems to get strained is when I do those. If I go too heavy on those, I won't notice till the next day. Fortunately, I got the script that I'm writing. It doesn't let me go too far into the heavy zone. All right, too much talking, not enough doing. All right, so this is pretty simple. This is the weight. It's a single leg calf raise. I think I'm gonna start right leg first, why not? All right, this is for stability. Probably not in frame, but we'll find it next time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Big difference between single leg and double leg. All my double legs are just off, not with any extra weight, just my body weight. I do a lot. Sometimes I do a lot more, sometimes I don't. But a lot more stability when you're doing two legs, especially if you have something you're kind of using for stability. I am not at the point yet where I can just, even double legs, not touch anything and do full calf raises without having at least a pinky on something. All right, we'll see what the shot is like. Yeah, the shot was there. Wow, this is taking longer than I thought. All right. So, started that right. I'm still gonna hold it in my right hand because this thing's pretty stable, but the weight's still the weight. The weight's still there. All right, one. So really, I'm not going down as deep on these as I do with double leg, but part of that's the base. 6, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think 10's where we're going with that one. Ugh. Recently, this is the one I upped. This is the second set. Should do some breathing here, so I'll do a quick 3 count. I'm going a little fast. Oh, shoot. Forgot about the extras on that one. Needed to go all the way to 12, maybe a little bit more. Come on, there we go. There we go. All right, that's a workout. Lower body. Pretty simple stuff. Hopefully it's enough to get me a little bit better shape in the next 2 years. Plus all the extra stuff I've been doing. Oh, one of the extras I forgot to mention, because I haven't been doing it too much, is I know I do breath in these workouts, but there's this thing. I think I have a video on it. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I do. What it is doing really, really slow and controlled repetitions. Like we're talking 6 seconds up, holding for 4 seconds, 6 seconds down, holding for 4 seconds, and all that's based upon breath. You're concentric. When you're pushing, you're breathing out. You breathe out, you hold on empty, hold your breath on empty, and then you breathe in while you're bringing the weights back towards you. The easier part of the workout. And then you're holding on 4 when your breath is full, when you're full way back. Got a video on it. I'm going to do another one of these days. Someone did request it and wanted me to go through a whole thing, and just instead of doing like only on the original video, I think I only did like maybe 3 reps. No, maybe like 12 or something. But it's not about the number. There's some great music that if you put it on repeat, and I'll put that in the notes for that video, but it's called Anafrex, AANAFREX, available online for free if you know where to look, and I'll put all the link information in that somewhere, probably in that video. But yeah, it's how should I say, good stuff, good juju. You don't count reps unless you video it and watch it later. Then maybe you do count reps at that point. But it's not really about the reps. It's not about heavy weight. It's a weight you can kind of feel it, but you feel comfortable. A weight that feels solid. And it's kind of a cool thing. It's a meditation. So it's like you want to get a workout in, but you also want to meditate, and you don't have time for both. You're only going to be doing 1 set, but you're going to do however many reps you feel like. And then it's kind of weird. It's not like the kind of failure where you're, oh, but it's kind of like a different type of failure. Like, okay, time to stop. This is feeling, this is washing through me. All right, so this video, probably need to get more sleep. That's another very important thing. Figuring out all sorts of tricks towards sleep, getting more into it. Doing some sort of meditations, 2 different types of possible meditations before sleep. Those seem to help. Put both of those together. Should be a half hour. One of them by itself should be a half hour and 2 minutes. It's not about time with me anymore. I got nothing to prove as far as there. I've had wonderful meditations that have lasted a minute, and I've had terrible meditations that have lasted 30. So it's not like I'm trying to prove something, especially to myself. Anyway, well, I will quit jawing because this workout took a little bit longer than it should have. I was budgeting about 20 minutes. Went over budget on that one. The budget of time. All right. Well, later it shall be.